Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mo with Board Death Games, and I'm joined by
Blake.
This is Blake. Let's get started. Hey guys, this is Mo with Board Death Games. Today I'm joined by Blake Coeur, and we're here to talk about Lake City Comicon and talk a little bit about Blake and his art. He's going to be there. Blake, introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Blake. I'm a local illustrator and designer here in Coeur d'Alene. I emphasize mainly on things kind of in the pop culture, things like movies, video games, comics, all the things that are popular, at big Comic-Con conventions, things like that. But I also kind of emphasize in ink drawings and doing original pieces like that as well.
Yeah, that's actually, so I've known Blake for years. Like, we met each other way back at, like, our first job. And that's how we found out that we each like to draw, and I've always really admired your inking style, and it's actually been an influence on me.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
that's kind of what got me into ink drawing. So, how long have you been drawing and painting?
Yeah, so drawing, it's ever since I can even remember. I feel like a lot of artists are like, I've been drawing since I was 5 or whatever, but really I remember growing up, going and playing like a video game and then going on like Google Images trying to find pictures of that video game to draw. And so ever since I can remember, I've been actively drawing. As far as painting goes, painting wasn't something I acquired a love for until about 2 years ago or so I'm still discovering that kind of flame there.
So do you prefer, because I see a lot of your digital work, and dude, you've got like really cool stuff like going on. So do you prefer digital art over traditional?
I always I found my foundation doing traditional art, looking at the comic artists and people that I liked and copying their ink drawings. That's how I started discovering my love for drawing. And so I will always have a preference, I think, to doing traditional ink drawing. But there are so many things that you can do digitally that are just a lot harder, especially if you're poor. You don't have the money to go buy paints and all these things.
Exactly, yeah.
You just got one tool here to do everything. So you can't deny the efficiency of digital art.
Oh, absolutely. I feel much the same way. I love to do a lot of watercolor paint, but the setup process takes forever, and then you gotta put it all away.
That's kind of the beauty in it, Sometimes it feels good to take a while to set up and clean up and get dirty.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you've got a full day to yourself, if you want to actually do a painting, you can do it. But otherwise, if you just want to sit down at your computer and get at it.
There's a lot of days like that.
Yeah. So you've already talked a little bit about your inspiration comes from a lot of pop culture and video games and comics. Is there anything else that inspires you?
Lately, I've been trying to move away from doing characters that are already defined in culture and kind of trying to make ideas that are, maybe be a little more personal and original. And so I've been finding a lot of influence in music and something that I hadn't really done a whole lot before, but I just kind of felt like I was missing something. And so I've been looking a lot at just lyrics that are really important to me, and then seeing what kind of message or broad, tone they're trying to set there, and seeing what I can pull into that.
I think that's a really cool idea. Years ago, I did something similar. There was a song from this band called Luciferum, and it's called The Wanderer, and I did an illustration of who I thought The Wanderer.
Oh yeah, stuff like that. Yeah,
So
it's awesome.
That's super cool. Let's talk about, you've brought some art to show off.
Sure.
What are some of your favorite pieces here?
Well, I wouldn't per se that these are my favorite, but these are what were easily obtainable for me. I've got just a couple printouts.
Love that one. Yeah, I love that one. Keanu.
Again, Keanu Reeves there. And then something, a little more original with some of my digital paintings.
Yeah, I really like that one. It's a little bit abstract, but it's kind of like that out of focus. You know exactly what's there, but it's not
Absolutely. And I initially hate drawing cities and drawing buildings.
Same.
Because I had the wrong mindset of you have to draw everything super crisp, every little detail.
Right. You gotta get
and for this,
perspective just right.
It came from a sense of laziness, kind of, where I was like, I don't want to draw that, so I'm just gonna grab a brush or whatever that's just gonna plop, 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 plop. That's where those people are generally at. And there's a lot of style that I'm finding with that that's really cool. Found it in laziness. So.
Exactly. Because I'm exactly the same. I've always hated drawing cityscapes, but it's always especially doing like a comic or something,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to have that. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. You're
Yeah.
gonna run into a city eventually. You can't avoid it.
yeah,
So.
and so yeah, no, I really think that's a great way to go about it. I've started doing a bit of landscape stuff, and it's definitely a lot better just to do like abstract, like
Yeah.
color values and shades.
Yeah, you gotta kind of exaggerate some things
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
My love in illustration has always been founded in characters and people. That's
Yeah.
what I always started doing, and then eventually I had to kind of force myself to do backgrounds in those landscapes. But that's why most of my ink drawings are centered around, you know, characters. You know, one central focal character, which I guess to some people might get a little redundant. But I always thought just taking little slices of life of
Yeah.
just mysterious characters we don't know anything about, and
Yeah,
just
like
kind of
making a scene. Like
Yeah.
you want your art to like tell a story. without-
exactly with just
Yeah.
one simple panel. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. This is the segment of our show where we get into the rapid fire questions. I want you to clear your mind and think of the first thing that comes to your head. What's your favorite color?
Red,
Too slow. What's your favorite music?
indie,
What's your favorite movie?
Blade Runner, 2049,
Oh, dope. Elephants or lions?
Lions,
Walking or swimming?
walking,
Cheese or crackers?
cheese. Crackers are too dry.
Yeah, I feel that. But cheese on crackers.
Now that's the combo.
Spinach or broccoli?
Spinach,
Hands or feet?
hands. That's a loaded question right there. I didn't know if I should
We just
answer that
revealed
question.
Now that Blake has failed the rapid fire round, let's move on to his Instagram.
Promptly.
So yeah, no. If you guys don't know already, Blake's got an art Instagram. It's Blake Coeur Art. You should definitely check it out. He's
Pretty
got some
original
cool
name,
stuff.
yeah.
The latest thing that he posted is this really dope Captain Marvel piece. And you want to talk a little bit about that?
That one? No.
Great. Okay, moving on.
not the biggest fan of that one. I just felt like
Alright.
I had to make a post. I hadn't posted in like
Yeah, no, I feel that. There's sometimes
Yeah,
where
it's
it's
never
like,
a good feeling.
You got to do some fan service.
Yeah.
You got to get the people pleased.
yes, you gotta satisfy all the
Yeah,
thirsty
the
fans,
masses.
right? Yep, that I have tons of.
And the next one, I love this David Bowie one actually.
Oh,
this
thanks.
one's like super neat.
That was a commission piece someone had told me they wanted, and anytime I get the opportunity to do something fun like that, I am always super excited. I usually don't charge a whole lot to do those things because I know that I'm going to get more enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, right.
And then I can potentially sell my own copies of it later on. So I'm
Right,
like,
yeah,
oh, it's a win-win.
self-praise. Yeah, there you
and it's
go.
not a character I would normally draw, and so
No,
it
yeah.
led a pretty interesting opportunity. So
That's cool then. Oh yeah, and then of course there's that building you showed us, or the cityscape.
Feel free to hand that phone to him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you wanna? Yeah. Do what you want.
Yeah, so this little sailor guy here I just did for like a little live stream. I've been trying to make a little bit more video interaction with people drawing on stream, things like that.
That's a cool idea. Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Here's a little poster I worked on. I started it with just like a traditional ink drawing and then scanned it in and then colored it in Procreate. Normally I would do Photoshop, but I've been on the Procreate binge like everyone else.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try that because I know Brie Gotham uses that, and I've seen like some of her like screen capture videos.
Yeah, it's a great tool.
Yeah.
So I got some of that, and then just a few other commission pieces. I think this was for someone's tattoo design.
Right.
Yeah, as I read that, it was for someone's tattoo. And then some original paintings.
Right. Oh yeah. Gotta love a good galaxy painting.
Yeah, someone wanted that. A picture of my dog.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
All kinds of stuff. One thing that I kind of find is a positive, but also can sometimes be a negative, is that I think I've got a large variety of style. Like I try and at least do a multitude of different things, which I think is good for being well-rounded, but not great for advertising for social media.
True.
It tends to be like if you're pumping out constantly and it's very, very uniform, that tends to work better. Unfortunately, I feel like my stuff can be a little all over the place sometimes, which again, good and bad.
No, yeah, exactly. Like it's good to have like a versatile art style.
Yeah.
Because that way, it depends on, like, especially if you're doing like commissions or doing like just a different type of project,
Yeah.
you got to be able to like conform to what works best for that.
Absolutely. Yep. So here's that Keanu again. I think there's a little video there. Oh yeah, little time lapse. Yeah. So just some portraits, and then of course just throwing some stuff out there, seeing what sticks.
So do you do a lot of the? Because this is something that I've been trying a lot lately. When you do a painting, do you start with like the grayscale values first and then add the color?
I've been doing that more so.
Yeah.
When I first started trying to do digital paintings, I tried just like seeing
Yeah.
what color and trying to do things with color, but then I realized it was way easier to just paint in black and white values,
Yeah.
and then just shift the color correction on it to make it skin tone.
Exactly. Like you can use like I use like a gradient map in Photoshop.
Yeah,
and you
yes,
can
it's
adjust the-
similar to that.
Yeah, yeah.
That Keanu Reeves one, I wasn't loving it in black and white. I was like, I don't know if this is going anywhere. And then I added the color to it, and
Yeah.
then somehow like that just like was like a magic wand, and it was
Right.
just like there, and I was like, oh wow, that actually looks way awesome,
Yeah.
way better than I thought it would. So
I mean, art is all about experimentation.
exactly,
Yeah.
and it's of course quote Bob Ross like everyone does. Happy accidents.
Happy accidents, that's exactly what I
you
was
never know
thinking.
what's gonna come up. So
Yeah, absolutely. So, right on. Oh yeah, the Power Rangers one is super cool.
Yeah, a lot of the work that I've been doing is just me trying to get ready for the Comic-Con,
Yeah.
trying to see what characters are popular, what people might buy, because I don't want to get a bunch of work and then no one be interested in those characters.
Yeah, that's for sure. So Blake, it's been really awesome having you on the
Yes,
show.
absolutely.
I say show like this is a show, but it's been great hanging out with you again, talking about art. We should definitely do this again sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always great to get these opportunities to just blow my head up even a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Yeah, feature ego. Yeah. So make sure to come out to Lake City Comicon on Saturday, October 19th. Make sure to check out Blake's booth there, and definitely make sure to come around to the Bored to Death booth, check out our deluxe rolling trays, etc. And big shout out to Calypso's coffee shop for letting us film here. They have delicious coffee. This is a raspberry mocha. They got a special candy corn latte right now. Not hashtag not sponsored.
Is this over yet? Is this done?
Right? Yeah.
Are we-
When do I stop?
Are we still going?